The night was dark and moonless as I set out on the long drive home. The winding road ahead seemed to stretch endlessly into the abyss, and an eerie silence engulfed the surroundings. There were no other cars in sight, just the occasional flickering of distant streetlights casting dancing shadows upon the asphalt. As I drove deeper into the darkness, an overwhelming feeling of unease settled in the pit of my stomach. My hands clutched the steering wheel tightly, trying to find solace in the familiarity of its cool leather surface. The radio crackled with static, the only sound breaking the haunting silence. Goosebumps crawled up my arms, and I tried to shake off the unnerving sensation. Suddenly, a pair of glowing eyes appeared in the rearview mirror. My heart skipped a beat, and I glanced back, only to find an empty road. I chided myself for letting my imagination run wild, blaming the exhaustion of a long day's work. But then, I saw it again. The eyes were closer this time, and I could make out a faint outline of a figure in the darkness. Fear clutched at my chest, and my foot pressed harder on the gas pedal. The headlights illuminated the road ahead, but the darkness seemed to devour the surroundings, making it hard to see beyond the immediate path. I tried to reason with myself, dismissing the apparition as a mere trick of the mind. My rationality faltered as the eyes reappeared, this time in the passenger side mirror. The figure seemed to glide effortlessly beside the car, and I dared not look directly at it. My breath quickened, and a cold sweat drenched my forehead. I decided to speed up, hoping to leave whatever was haunting me behind. The engine roared in protest as I pushed the car to its limits, but no matter how fast I drove, the presence kept pace, a relentless and ominous companion in the desolate night. My heart pounded, and my nerves were fraying with each passing second. The road ahead seemed to twist and warp, leading me into an unfamiliar and sinister landscape. The familiar landmarks I knew so well during the day were now indistinguishable, replaced by an unsettling haze. In desperation, I reached for my phone to call for help, but the screen remained dark, devoid of any signal. Panic washed over me, knowing I was entirely alone with this spectral tormentor. It was as if the night itself had swallowed me whole, leaving me stranded in its malevolent grip. Finally, I spotted a faint glimmer of hope in the distance. A small isolate,